In 1969, renowned treasure hunter Fred Nolan found pieces of large sailing vessels and 16th-century wooden survey stakes in the swamp. A few weeks ago, the team found an empty vault-like structure made of brick and slate in the northern region of the swamp. They hope to find similar hidden structures that will prove Fred's theory correct. The team, which includes Rick Leninis, Craig Tester, and Tom Nolan, is looking for caches of valuables that may lie hidden outside the money pit area in the northern region of the swamp. They have been excavating for 15 years and are eager to arrive at the site. Rick, Craig, and Marty are looking a few yards to the north in the hopes of finding comparable concealed buildings that will support Fred's theory. Additionally, the team is searching for additional cobblestones close to the hand-hewn survey stakes, which might point them in the direction of a vault that still holds something really valuable. They hope that Dr. Ian Spooner, who joins the team in the northern area of the swamp, would be able to confirm that the cobblestone feature they discovered the day before is a man-made roadway. Gary mentions finding sharpened stakes at the side of the cobblestone pathway, which is about the size of a person. The team is interested in these features because they are all of a size that could be handled by people. They have only a small section of the cobblestone pathway uncovered, but on the south side, with the cobble path cleared archaeologically, they can see the structure clearly. In summary, the team is searching for hidden treasures in the northern region of the swamp, with the hope of uncovering similar hidden structures that will prove Fred Nolan's theory. The team is also working with Dr. Ian Spooner to verify the cobblestone feature they uncovered as part of a man-made pathway. The team is working on a swamp-related mystery, with surveyor Steve Guptill playing a crucial role in the investigation. They have recently discovered wooden stakes and sections of the cobblestone pathway in the swamp, which they believe are part of a construction site. Steve has created a digital survey that includes other man-made features found in the brackish bog. Over the past several years, the team has found 3 stakes on a line of survey stakes which align with the cobble path. The cobble path is connected to everything they find, including the eye, a wooden platform, and the cut slate next to the vault. The team believes that these features are loosely connected in time from the late 1600s to the mid-700s, and that the construction was around the whole island. Steve's findings could help prove the team's previous suspicion that the stone foundation on Lot 5 served as a staging ground for an operation to hide treasure vaults in the money pit, and possibly also in the swamp. The most consistent dates we find for the entire island are the 1600s and 1700s, indicating that a significant portion of the construction on Oak Island took place between 1680 and 1750. The team is currently working on activities that are insular from one another, meaning that the activities in the Money Pit Lot 5, the Eastern Drumland, and the Bog will eventually blend together. The team is certain that their work in the swamp is crucial to comprehending the intricate mystery surrounding the swamp. They are developing a plan to continue excavating and making connections between the cobble features and the swamp, as well as to piece together the puzzle of the island's history. They are certain that their efforts will result in a more thorough understanding of the history of the swamp and its relationship to the Duke d'Anville expedition. The team is working on a thorough strategy to solve the riddle of the swamp and all of its features, and they are optimistic that their discoveries will support their ongoing investigation and advance knowledge of the swamp's past in the island's Money Pit region. Rick Lena and his team are keeping an eye on the excavation of their next target, AC-1, where they have made a potentially significant discovery approximately 100 feet underground. The wood they found appears to be old timber, indicating that they have broken through a tunnel. This raises 2 important questions. Either they found a structure constructed by earlier searchers, or someone buried treasure deep in the money pit area built a tunnel. The timbers appear hand-hewn and lack iron fasteners, suggesting an older construction. Since Dr. Spooner states that the treasure will not appear in solid earth, and that there must be a structure connected to it during their exploits, the crew is thrilled about discovering this wood, which may indicate a previously undiscovered tunnel that might be crucially essential. Scott and Gary discover a spike that looks to be from the 1600s or even earlier. It is free of fasteners, which suggests it might have originated from somewhere else, perhaps the side or lid of a chest. Gary Drayton speculates that this spike may be from the 17th century or earlier and may be connected to a potential container. If this is the case, what else might the team discover at the bottom of Aladdin's cave during the excavation of the AC-1 shaft? The spike's wood-like grain structure and striking array of angles suggest that it is a rose head, and its square cross-section suggests that it was hand-forged rather than machine-cut. Its composition is minimal, with a high content of phosphorus and sulfur, suggesting an English origin, while the potassium content throughout suggests a furnace that burned charcoal rather than coal. There are a number of theories that explain the period between the 1600s and 1750. One theory is that Sir William Phipps, who was present in the round feature on Lot 5, may have been a resident of the island since the money pit was first constructed in 1687. Captain William Phipps found the wreck of the Conchian, a Spanish treasure galleon that sank off the coast of the present-day Dominican Republic in 1641. After recovering 34 tons of silver, Phipps was told to return for the remaining valuables. However, when he and his assistant, a high-ranking Freemason named Andrew Belcher, finished the second salvage operation, they reported that locals had looted the wreck and recovered only 5 more tons of treasure. According to 32 Nderi Freemason, a 1688 letter reveals that Captain Andrew Belcher was apprehended in the Mahon Bay region with one of Phipps' ships just as Phipps was returning from the second effort, in which he formally did not locate as much silver. The research of Scott Clark. The team is on the verge of opening the door of Aladdin's cave, and everyone seated around the table is filled with high hopes about what might be inside the brothers. Sir William Phipps and Captain Andrew Belcher buried the missing Spanish treasure on Oak Island based on their knowledge of an existing vault that had been deposited in the money pit centuries earlier by members of the Knights Templar. The spike recovered in AC-1 along with the tools and bricks unearthed on Lot 5 could help explain why multiple treasures could be buried in the money pit area and suggest what might await them there. Rick and Marty Lena are conducting a massive excavation in the fabled money pit area of Oak Island, hoping to uncover answers to the 230-year-old treasure mystery. The team is working on a 7-foot diameter steel shaft called True Believer 1, which has reached a depth of nearly 100 feet. This shaft is believed to be located within the original money pit due to recent groundwater tests revealing high traces of precious metals below the 100-foot level. The team has also retrieved remnants of a mysterious wooden tunnel, which resembles the vault. A previous core drilling operation this year recovered possible evidence of the fabled Chappelle Vault, a 7-foot-high container first reported by treasure hunters Frederick Blair and William Chappelle back in 1897, as the TB1 shaft advances deeper towards the possible tunnel. An 18.5-ton tool known as a hammer grab is being used to bring the spoils and possibly man-made workings to the surface. The team is approaching the depth of the tunnel, and they are bringing out a lot of wood that looks like a tunnel. An interesting piece of wood has been found with grooves and a dowel, suggesting the same construction methodology as the U-shaped structure. The team is hopeful that the next scoop will be something hugely meaningful. The team is committed to finding the treasure in the TB1 area, which is thought to be the location of the original money pit. They are currently at 117 with their dig and are pursuing the treasure vault below at 150 feet. An intense situation is developing in the money pit area, with steel caissons hitting a mysterious obstruction. The team is eager to learn the truth, but it might take some time for the caissons to break through the obstruction and bring more spoils and potentially valuables to the surface. As they continue digging, they are getting close to the vault and are thinking about a few doubloons or something. But the ground beneath TB1 suddenly begins to collapse, indicating that something is consuming the material. The team is worried that the ground may cave away because it is a 30-foot drop all the way down. Marty and Vanessa agree to backfill the area and check it every few feet to make sure there is no caving. But the team is losing material and cannot guarantee their progress. Rick asks if the area is getting unsafe enough to remove the oscillator and move off, which is their top priority. The team's most ambitious plan to uncover answers and a legendary treasure vault is currently in danger. Will Oak Island succeed and maintain its priceless secrets? Or can Rick Marty Craig and his group solve a riddle that has persisted for more than 2 centuries, please?